When you're a kid, school trips are like the best thing ever. You get to go on a bus, you get to wear your own clothes. You don't have to do proper work for a day. They're absolutely fantastic, even though in hindsight they are, maybe, perhaps, a little bit rubbish. Like, one of mine, for example, was to the top of the road outside the school, which, thinking about it, was a short trip, and it was just an excuse for the teacher to say, it comes from the Danish word helvete, meaning hell. But another of my trips stands out the most, and it's because of one of those parents who comes along on all of these school trips. They're either mad, or they volunteer, or they're under threat of punishment. Inga, who on this trip to a tiny rural English idyll was none of these things. And the trip, it was just an excuse for the teacher to show us somewhere that wasn't concrete or burnt out cars or knife gangs. It was just an excuse to show us countryside. And unfortunately, I ended up in a group with Inga, alongside Inga's daughter and about 3 other girls. And we leave the bus, we get given a worksheet with leaves on it, no idea what to do with the worksheet. And Inga leads us through the village and turns us off through a gate onto a straight path through some woodland. Presumably, with the worksheet, we've got to identify the leaves. Inga doesn't tell us what to do with the worksheet, because it's just pictures of leaves. She just leads us down this straight path into the woods. And all the while I'm there trying to work out what to do with the worksheet, trying to work out how I'm going to write on it without a clipboard. And after about 15 minutes following this straight path through woodland, Inga stops us. She looks around. I think we're lost. We're all 5 years old at this point, and we panic. We're lost! We're lost! We're never getting out of the woods! We're lost! We're lost! What are we to do? The answer, we assume, is follow Inga deeper into the woods, instead of back the way we came. And at some point, I work out that I'm the eldest of this group, and that I'm the one who should take charge. Follow me, I say. I'll lead the way. I'm dashingly handsome. I'm the eldest. I've got a beard. I'm the only male here. Wait. Hold on. Rewind. What are you doing with a beard at 5 years old? Live with it. So we follow Inga. Well, we follow Inga because Inga is still nominally in charge, even though I'm saying I'll lead the way. We follow her deeper into the woods, going uphill all the time. And there's a ravine sort of thing developing to our left. And eventually, we come to a set of steps running down this ravine. And if we take these steps, we can get back to the village, not lost anymore. Inga looks at the steps for a good minute or so. Nope, not going down there. Deeper into the woods. We all blindly follow. Me, shackle chill, still pretending he's in charge. Follow me, I'll lead the way, I'm the eldest. The way is clear, the light is good. I have no fear, nor no one should. The trees are just wood, the woods are just trees. What are you singing? Sondheim. Sondheim? You're 5 years old, mate. Live with it. Eventually the path through the woods, it reaches a sort of, it stops being straight. It kinks and goes further uphill. But at the kink, there's a fence, beyond it a field, beyond the field, the village. All we've got to do, cross the fence, cross the field, back in the village. We're not lost anymore. Of course, somebody, possibly Inga, suggests the fence might be electric. So what does Inga go and do? She reaches for the fence. She stretches her hands out. She goes to touch it. Her daughter cries out, "No, Mummy, don't touch it!" Inga goes for the fence. Her hand touches the wire, and... Now at this point, one of two things could happen. Either Inga gets thrown backwards in a blaze of lightning sparks. Her charged corpse lands on the ground. We all gather round her. Is she dead? Someone, you, fetch a stick. Yep, she's dead. So we bury her corpse under a pile of leaves and go deeper into the woods. The second thing that could happen is bugger all. And it's bugger all, isn't it? Because the fence isn't electric. Of course, Inga, having nearly blown herself up on a non-electric fence, now decides, nope! We're not crossing the field, we're not getting back to the village. We're going back to those steps, aren't we? Oh, God. The steps, they do lead us back to the village in like 2 minutes. The teacher, she's waiting by the bus for us. And Inga starts to explain things. They had fun, but they didn't do any work. You didn't tell us what to do. We just had a sheet with leaves on it. And you got us lost on a straight path in the woods. Years later, I happened to be looking at this village on Google Street View. That woodland wasn't even a woodland. It was a flipping copse. It was flipping tiny. Not only did Inga manage to get us lost on a straight path, she managed to get us lost in a copse.